is called the Full Body Tune-Up Somatics class that I wanted to kind of start the 6 weeks with you doing. So just make sure you're comfortable. You all have a round meditation cushion somewhere. I like to sit on it. It doesn't mean you need to sit on one, but I always like to sit on them. So if you have a cushion and want to just sit up for a bit. And we're arriving here in the afternoon, and whatever the day entailed so far, we're going to let that go. So let's bring our shoulders up, inhale, and exhale the shoulders back and down. Good. And continue. Shoulders rise and shoulders let go, fall with your breath. Do a few more. Ah. Oh, that feels so good. Just letting go. Whatever the day entailed so far, we're just going to let go to make space to be present for ourselves, for our somatic practice. Okay, one more time. Inhale, exhale, shoulders down. If you're comfortable, you can close your eyes for a moment, sitting upright, be relaxed in your seat, and doing a soma scan. So this word soma, meaning of the body, it just means all of you. It doesn't mean all your parts and pieces, but all of you, the whole of you. In yoga, they speak of the body having 5 layers. And so first layer being the physical, but of course it's not the only layer, the only part of the body. We have the physical body, the energetic body, which is where the breath resides. Just noticing your natural breath, the body that breathes. We also have the mental body, and the emotional body resides within the energetic and the mental body. The thoughts are linked to emotions, and our emotions live in our body. Like we're not disconnected. There's no like mind over here and body over there. It's all interconnected. And so as you hold space with loving kindness in somatic movement, the main purpose is to release chronic tension. So just when we have chronic tension, it's usually a muscle that has amnesia and it forgets to relax after it's been active. And over time, it becomes chronic, which is a habit. And over time, that can cause aches or pains in the body. Of course, we can have aches or pains for many other things in the body, but specifically for chronic tension, just, you might have like sometimes your neck is sore, tight, your shoulders feel tense. You can have chronic tension in the belly where a lot of our emotions reside, a part of our second gut. Of course, the heart can be constricted, the solar plexus, stomach area can get tight, maybe with anxiety. And again, we can have that chronic tension in our back. I know for me, it lives in my low back a little bit too much. Our hips, our shoulders, our arms, our legs. So it can be anywhere in the body. And often we don't know until sometimes we're bringing the awareness practice in. So let's do a little somatic breathing. I call this the exhaling straw. So breathe in through your nose. And imagine you have a straw and you're blowing out. And just notice how long you can make your exhale. Do it again. Breathe in through the nose. And out through the straw. You could track the abdominals at the end to get all the breath out. And one more time. Good. We're going to try that again with our hands together at the heart. I call this the water fountain. So the arms come up with the inhale, and then the arms out to the side and down as you blow the breath out through the straw. And again, hands at the heart. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, the water fountain flowing over. And one more time. This time, instead of bringing the hands together, bring your hands over your heart, the palm of your hand, and then the other palm of the hand over top. Holding and snuggling in, connecting with your heart space and your inner truth. So as we bring the intention in for our practice today, for our full body somatic tune-up, that will help you reprogram most of the major muscle groups in your body. It reprograms them to their optimal length in a resting position. So when we contract a muscle, it shortens. When it's relaxed, it lengthens. So we want to reprogram the muscles that are chronically stuck to be able to re-lengthen. And so with mindfulness, with awareness, bringing in loving kindness and compassion. So let's make a sigh breath. Breathe that in. Ah, very nice. Beautiful. And then bow your chin to your chest. Okay, let your eyes flutter open and then release your hands to your lap. Let's go ahead and just stretch out the legs. See what's going on in your legs. If you don't feel free, you do not have to sit cross-legged. Just come out, maybe give your legs a little touch. Touching is so wonderful for the nervous system, helps regulate your nervous system. You can even bend the legs here and do a little pat down. You can go on the outside, down, works with the meridian flow to the feet, and then go the inside up and back around. Maybe do 3 rounds. Nienke likes to do things in threes, especially in the somatic yoga. Sometimes 3 times is enough to get the message, to the body, to the muscles. So again, come into a comfortable seat. And if you want to stay cross-legged, I like to sometimes just do the opposite leg in front, just to give a bit of balance, even though this isn't as comfortable for me in my hip. But feel free to stretch out the leg if you need to, or do something else. So we're going to start with our full body tune-up. We're going to kind of start head, neck, and then we'll kind of work down. And eventually, when we're on the floor, we'll finish with the feet. So this one's just going to work. We're going to do like a little bit of a circle. So you're going to just sit up nice and tall. Let's go. I'm going to kind of mirror. I'm going to do it backwards, even though you guys aren't officially all facing me, but the Zoomers are, okay? So head tilts to the left. Just kind of notice that. First of all, you have to use muscles to make the shape, the new movement, this position. Okay, but from here, we're going to roll chin down to center. And then we're going to lift the head back up. Okay, we're going to do that again. So to the left. And then as you go down this time, round your back a little bit, like maybe just do a little bit of hunching, pull your shoulders forward. But then as you sit up, you pull the shoulders back. That's it, open the heart. So we're going to inhale, and then we're going to exhale, tilt. We're going to inhale. You could blow out of a straw, roll down, round the back. And then you're going to inhale, open the heart, roll the shoulders back, lift the heart, lift the chin a bit. Good. And then neutral. Okay, let's tilt again. Inhale. Exhale, roll down, round, hunch. and then lift up, inhale, and then reset, neutral, exhale, relax. And just really relax in your body. We're going to just do one more round of that. So inhale here and tilt. And then exhale down, drop your chin, head to neutral, round. And then inhale, lift and open. And then exhale, relax. Okay, have a moment to pause. And again, if you need to change your leg position, please do. And just notice the difference from one side of your neck, shoulder, head to the other side. It might show up different in the feeling that you're having, the sensations you're noticing. Okay, let's do the other side. So we sit up nice and tall, and then we're going to drop the head to the right now. And then we're going to roll it down. Oh, notice if you're noticing new sensations. And then you're going to lift it back up. Okay, good. And then inhale, tilt the head to the right. We're going to exhale down, round the back. Draw the shoulders forward, drop the chin. And then inhale, open the heart. And then exhale back to the neutral place to relax. And begin the cycle again. Inhale, tilt to the right. That's it. Roll down as you exhale, round a little extra. And then sit up tall. Inhale, open the heart center, the chin lifts, the shoulders back. And then exhale to the neutral, relax. And again, I think we ended up doing, 4. So we got 2 to go. Tilt to the right, roll down, round, inhale, up, lift. We're doing these movements extra slow, relax. Last one. Inhale, tilt to right, exhale, forward and down, round a bit, and then inhale, lift and open it, the heart, the chest, and then find that neutral place again to land, to breathe, to feel. Take a deep breath, maybe sigh it out. Ah, and just notice. Ooh, just feeling the tingling, buzzing, humming, pulsing. You know, the subtle energy is more of the energetic body, but then we might even start to feel more deeper within the muscles. This is a practice that it's interesting. We work with muscles, but it also increases range of motion in our joints. Okay, so we're going to move on to the next one, which are um, wings for the neck, the shoulders, and the upper back. So you clasp your hands. And first, let's just do a little exercise. I'm sitting up nice and tall. So just let your hands float above your hair. Don't necessarily touch the skull, just floating. And see if you can lengthen your spine so the top of your head touches your hands. Good. And then keep that upright. Slide your hands back. Push your chin, push your head back. So it feels like your chin is pushing back to the neck. So inhale in active contraction, and exhale, just relax a bit. And then inhale, push back. So you could feel muscles working, and then relax a bit. And do it one more time. Inhale, push back. Good. And exhale, release. This is going to be really good for the muscles along the neck. And then we're going to inhale here and open the wings. So tilting the chin up and lifting your heart up. Ooh, just notice what you're feeling. Don't, if it's causing strain or pain, back off. This is bothering my shoulder a little bit. So just back off if you need to. But otherwise, we're going to inhale here, and then we're going to exhale and just gently bring the chin down and bring the elbows towards each other. Let it be like a little bit of rounding in the back, a little bit of active squeezing slightly elbows towards each other. Okay, and then we're going to come back up and open the wings, open the elbows, open the heart. Inhale. And then exhale, go down and the rounding and come back up. Inhale, open front body, And then exhale as you open the back body. And we'll do one more. Inhale, open. Oh, and exhale, close. And then come back to the neutral. Let your arms rest once again on your lap or by your side. And have a pause and have a noticing. So, what new sensations are showing up? Paying attention to your soma. All of you, give yourself this undivided attention. Breathe in and let go of the sigh. Ha. So your nervous system loves sound, by the way. So make sound. Ha. Stretch out your legs if needed. We're going to stretch out again. Go ahead and release. Okay, this time, again, if your hips need anything, my hip is bothering me today. I just realized sometimes the yoga mat's your truth teller. I don't notice it all day, but I will say I was cleaning house today a little bit because I have guests coming tomorrow. I said to her, this is really bizarre. Like, I don't even notice it until someone's coming over. I think, oh my gosh. And I was watching Jace. So Jace had his little toy Dyson, and I have my Dyson, and we're running around. We have like we chase each other. But there's a few times I wanted to do upstairs, so I had to carry him. I know it's not good for my hip, right? So I think now I'm realizing it. It's the reminder. Don't do that anymore, Ninka. Okay, the next one is we're going to move now arms, hands, and we're going to do the starburst, but the somatic starburst. Actually, we could do our feet. So if your feet are out like this too, go ahead. You can flex your toes and spread your toes as much as you can. My toes don't spread very much, but I feel it. I feel it because I'm trying to activate it. And as you stretch forward, spread your fingers, notice and feel. Now you're going to round your back and reach a little bit forward. Okay? And then you're going to squeeze. So you can point and just do a little scrunch of the toes. Don't get cramps. And then we're going to pull back. Sometimes call this the rowboat. I'm going to come back and open the heart. Inhale and then exhale forward, stretch and squeeze and come back in. And actually, the breath doesn't matter. You could do it the opposite way because sometimes when I'm doing this a little quicker, I tend to inhale forward and I pull those oars back as I exhale. Okay, so you make the breath, whichever one works for you. Okay, two more. Oh, I can feel that in my upper back and on my arms. Okay. And then just have a relax. Now, these relaxing moments are just as important as the effort we're making because it's a time to integrate the work you just did. There's been research done on this now, not even yoga research, it's just exercise. People who do exercises or even do weightlifting, you have a break, your body integrates more of the benefit. So but it's like pulling the plug. If we just went on, you just pull it and all that good energy goes down the drain. So let's keep the plugs in so that energy and that goodness comes into us. Okay, so next is my favorite, the lighthouse. I think most of you have done the lighthouse with me at some point somewhere in history. Okay, but I this is my go-to. I do it quite often. You don't have to be sitting on the floor. You can also do this sitting on a chair. So whatever reason, if that's better for you, and I should have asked you guys here, there is a chair I can get if anybody needs a chair at any time. Okay, you just let me know. I can have one in the room and you can just go sit on the chair and do it. Are you okay for now on the floor? Yeah. Okay. So I like to come off the cushion for this. You decide. Sometimes I do use it for one side. So if you need the cushion, and so you lean back and do a pre-check. And what I love about this pre-check is it will give you information about your hips. So just go really slow. Have your feet wide enough that your knee's not going to hit your leg. And don't force the knee down, but just go, oh, just be curious. Oh yeah, there it is. Don't force it. You're just getting information right now. Oh yeah, there it is. Mine's way off the floor. And one side goes a bit lower than the other side. So there again, there's differences. There can be differences in your hips, especially with not rheumatoid, but with osteoarthritis, it's usually one side, but rheumatoid's both sides. But with osteo, it can be just one side. You can have, the deviation. Okay, so we're going to take the legs to the right, like when the knees go to the right. And you're going to first just do this little check here and sit up and just see if this is comfortable. If you're lopsided, I know the other side, I'm quite lopsided, you can then sit on a cushion and it will take that awkwardness away. So if you need, yeah, yeah. So both sits bones. Is that what you said? Yeah. Yes. Bone cheeks, sits bones, same thing. It's the same thing. The sits bones are in there. You can feel them right at the bottom, right? Um, so the idea is this is our relaxed position. So if you're not relaxed here, then it's just gonna be more interesting as we go. So if you don't like the deer position, again, if it's better for you to straighten your leg if there's a knee issue, again, you can do this in any position. You could do it with straight legs, you could do it with cross legs. We're basically just doing a little bit of rotation and spine the twist. Okay. So for the lighthouse, we're going to turn to the right gently. Your right hand can go to the floor. Is that music bothering you with singing? Are you guys okay? Okay, just let me know. I didn't mean to put a playlist with singing on. Okay, and then you're going to look wherever you're looking at. Notice a marking, a dot, a spot, something, an item in the room. And that's your range of motion right now. Okay, and then remember that. Take a breath in and a straw exhale out. Good. And take another breath in and then straw exhale to the front. So you're coming out of the twist position. And here you're going to relax. Okay. So we're going to do that 3 times. So you're going to go into the twist, inhale. So you can feel sensations. You can feel muscles contracting to make the movement. You exhale and release those muscles slowly and come to the front. And again, 2 more times. Just go at your own pace. Just slow it down though. Try and find a slower place. The straw exhale will purposely allow you to slow your exhales down, which slows the movement down. Okay, great. We're staying on this side. We're going to add on. So once you're back to the front, again, just make sure to say, can I relax the muscles I worked to make the movement, the twist movement? But now we're going to add. So left hand will go on right shoulder. And this shoulder bothers me. So sometimes this feels tight, tender. And if it feels like too much to grab the shoulder, you just do less. If it's better to have your hand on your chest, then you do a little bit less. You make it work for you. Okay. And then we're going to go into the twist again. So the right hand behind you, inhale the twist. Now I tend to keep my right hand behind me and then I just come back to the front. Just a little movement. I just keep the right hand on the floor behind me. We're just going to do this one 3 times slowly. Good. Take your time. Nice. Okay, we're going to do it 3 more times, but we're going to counterintuitively turn our head to the left as we twist to the right. So for the first one, hold it. Notice what's in the neck. There's different muscles you use here for the neck. Check in with the shoulder, your left shoulder, your back. Inhale, exhale to front. Relax a moment. Inhale, do the movement again. Your left hip feels like it's pushing kind of forward, diagonal to the right, and then out. And one more time. Okay, excellent. And release. And just release both shoulders. Just check in and see. Take a pause. Take a breath here. Sigh it out. Ah, good. Now there are a lot more parts and pieces to this. Oh, I'm trying to turn the volume down here, ladies. There we go. There's a lot more parts and pieces to the lighthouse, but for today, we're just going to do those two pieces. Now we're going to do a post check, which is my favorite part, where you do this exact same thing you did to start. You're going to twist to your right and you're going to go, wow, look how further I'm going. And then you release and come back. Right? I love these ones. Not all of them have pre and post, but they're so affirming to say, oh, just that little bit of movement helped. Okay. So release. I've done this lighthouse in the library while my grandson was playing on the computer game. I've done this at the beach while my grandsons were playing. I like sometimes like, oh yeah, okay, let me just do a little bit of somatics. You can, anywhere you're sitting. I've done it in a car, but not the full repertoire. But I'll be like, I'll check my blind spot and I'll be like, oh. So then I'll go, I'm at the traffic light and I'm like this. I'm looking at the front a few times. I'm like, okay, that feels better, So again, we can do that in the another check, mid check, not the pre check. We did the pre check. This again, and notice if your knees come down closer, if they seem like something's opened up. It has for me. My knees are on the floor now. Yeah, no. Do you notice that? And I like to me that's amazing because my hips get so tight. And I think, is that it? Like, you just need to do a little bit, right? Okay, so then we're going to go to the left. Again, you're going to do that check because for me, I'm completely lopsided. If I try and get both sit stones down, look at this leg comes up. This is my bone structure on this side. It's perplexed me most of my life. I've come to accept it now, but it's like, what? Why does this side get more flexible and this side doesn't? And it's because it's bone. Once a bone compresses a bone, you can get more flexible, people. But if it's tight, the connective tissue's tight, the muscles are tight, you have chronic tension, you could do yoga, you could do other things that are going to help with that. And you will gain more range of motion. It's not flexibility to join the circus. I don't want to join the circus, but it's for more functional life. So if you want to sit cross-legged, so don't, yeah, so just try straightening out the leg or just sit cross-legged, okay? Because I think it's important to start comfortable, somewhat mostly comfortable. And this is why the cushion really helps for me on this side. Okay, so we're going to sit up nice and tall. We're going to do the pre-check, twist to your left. What are you looking at? Don't force it. What are you looking at? What are you gazing at? What do you see? Have that as your pre-checkpoint. Take a breath in and out here, straw exhale. And then again, inhale, exhale as you come out slowly. So the whole point is you want to relax the muscles or lengthen the muscles again slowly, and then you relax. So when you inhale, muscles you're working here that you're utilizing to make the movement shorten. Contraction is a shortened muscle. As you exhale, the muscle returns to a relaxed state, a lengthened state, its natural lengthened state, and then you relax. Okay, now what we'll do it one more time. What chronic tension is you're contracting the muscle and then you release, but the muscle doesn't release. That's a chronic tension. Okay, so I think everybody knows what stress in the shoulders feel like, and you're like, I'm so sore. Or anybody that grinds or gets tight in their jaw, that's probably most likely chronic tension. I definitely have it in my, like I don't know, I haven't noticed it lately, but when I was younger, I washed dishes and I'd be like this in my quads and my glutes. I thought, why? Why are you tensing there, Nienke? It's a fight flight response because your body's ready to go, either to fight or to flee, right? So the nervous system's a big piece of this to help us relax. We're going to do the crossover, okay? Okay, sorry. Inside joke. Leah said I didn't want to do the dishes. I wanted to flee. I actually love washing dishes. I don't know. Okay, but that's funny. Okay, so go ahead and twist, inhale, and come out, exhale. Are you noticing mainly in the shoulder? If you need to do less, do less. You don't have to have your hand on the shoulder. And again, we're doing it about the three, the magic number three. Good. One more. Take your time. So we inhale, contract the muscle. We exhale, slowly release the contracted muscle. And we consciously notice in our body with awareness, relaxed, more relaxed. Keep the arm there though. Okay, then we're going to do the counterintuitive head to the right, twist to the left. Oh, hold it. What are you feeling? Something new in the neck? I think my neck is tight because there's lots showing up. Inhale, exhale to center. Do a couple more. And exhale to center. And one last one. And exhale to center and release. Okay, take a pause. The second side always seems to flow a little more freely. Take a breath, sigh it out. Again, consciously relax your back muscles, your shoulders, your belly, your chest area. Just soften the belly. And then do the post check as you twist, and you might go, wow, look at that. Some more range of motion. Good. What happens? Oh, you can see Chris now. There you go. So it's safer to drive when you do this because you can see your blind spots, although the new cars beep and let you know anyway. But my daughter's car does that, and I love it. And I get in my car and I'm like, what? I need that beep. It tells you if someone's coming too close. If you're sitting, some of you guys might have these cars, right, already, but for me, it was like a novelty. I was like, wow. If you are at the light, and I think a lot of times now people are doing this because the light's green and no one's moving, but the car will remind you to move. Okay, so go ahead, release your legs. Do whatever you need to do. If you do want to do another post checking of your hips, you're welcome to just finish with another windshield wiper. And you might be like, wow, even more. Like now I could dig out the earth and go further, you know? Oh, that feels so good. So much better. Okay, my friends, we're going to lay on our bellies next to do the wishbone. The wishbone is going to work the back and the hips. Okay, so we have worked the hips, of course, in the back, but we're kind of moving down. But now we get an opportunity to be on our belly and our chest. So as you lie down, we're going to just hang out here for a moment. So by compressing your belly and just laying your chest on the floor, this is so good for the nervous system. You could stack your hands and rest your forehead there and just take a moment to just take a few deeper breaths, some somatic. You can just exhale through the mouth, or you could hum it out with the mouth closed. You could sigh it out. You could exhale it out, whatever you feel like doing. Maybe try one of each. There. Good. And just resting for a moment. Now, for the wishbone, we're going to do a pre-check for this one. And the pre-check is we're just going to see what kind of mobility, range of motion we have in our hips. So this one, you just take your hips, your buttocks, and you wiggle. You kind of just swish, wiggle side to side, and just get a feeling of the range of motion, or if anything feels stuck or stiff or tender, and just noticing See what you got. Just see if you can just remember that feeling and then come to stillness. All right, so your legs and feet are about hip width apart, and you're going to go ahead and bend both legs so your feet go towards the sky. And you can even take your knees a little wider so they don't have to be too close together. And we'll just also do a little swishing, slow motion swishing side to side. Again, this can also just be a little check-in with your low back, your hips, and just notice the range of motion. It's so good. It's like giving your tummy a little bit of a massage-like feeling, which is good for the nervous system. It's in your gut, the place of the microbiome, your second brain that lives here. 80% of information moves from your second brain in the gut to the brain in your head. And only 20% of information goes from the brain down to the gut, which speaks to the somatics, meaning all of you. You know, that this intelligence actually lives in the body. It's not up in the brain like we sometimes think it is. Alrighty, let's come to the neutral place. So you can have your hands in this, your arms in this position if it's comfortable. Or you can have your arms even just out to the side if your forehead comes down comfortable. It's up to you. But we're going to first press the right elbow into the ground and take the legs to the left. Just do that for a moment. So you feel that you're activating muscles through your arm, through your shoulder, through your back, your upper back, and then also down the lower back, possibly some of the glutes. Okay, and then release. And then just do that 3 times. Just swish the feet a little bit to the left, wherever they get to. Press the right arm down. You might even feel your head press down too a bit. Just do that 3 times slowly. Right elbow, leg swish to the left. Press down the right elbow and swish to the left, and then come back to neutral. We're going to keep going. We're going to stay on the same side. This time, as you press the right elbow down and your legs go to the left, lift up your right leg and go further. So you're lifting up your right hip and just go back as far as comfortable and workable. And then you're very carefully going to come back down, bring the right leg and knee back down, and just find more relaxed state. And then go ahead and do 3 times like that, flowing. Okay. So your legs are the wishbone, by the way. 1, 2, and 3. Just take your time. That's it. You guys look good. Okay. And then take a rest. Release your legs back down, neutral. Take a pause. And just notice how you feel. Breathe in and breathe out. You can even give your hips that little bit of wiggle. Just notice if there's any difference. Now we've only done one side. So again, one side, like your right side, it's possible it might feel a little more loose. We're just getting information. We're just tuning in, breathing in and out. Okay, go ahead and relax, and we'll do the other side. So as the left elbow presses down, so you're activating muscles from the left arm, shoulder down the back, and your legs are bent, sorry. And then you're just going to swish your knees to the right. And then you're going to release to center, relax, and push the left elbow down. Maybe the forehead presses down a bit, heads, feet to the right, then release. And then do it one more time and then release. Okay, then we're going to do the add-on. So left elbow presses down. Now you're going to literally lift the left leg off the floor, taking both feet to the right side. Ooh, notice the first one. Ah, what's showing up? I've got some tightness in my back. So just release. Don't force it. Come on out. Relax a bit. And then do it 3 times pendiculating. So the pendiculation is that contraction, the slow release of contraction, and the relaxed feeling. There's 3 parts. Oh, this side's much tighter for me. I always want you to notice what's going on for you. I lost count, but I think that's 3. Go ahead when you've done about 3, just relax your feet and legs again. Take a breath, take a moment to pause. You can give your hips a little wiggle again and see maybe both sides have loosened up. See what you've got. Good. Take a breath in and out. Okay, we're going to do both at the same time. We're going to go back and forth. So sorry, not at the same time, but alternating. All right, so right elbow down, bend the leg, sorry. Right elbow down, take your wishbone, your feet to the right. Inhale, exhale back. Press the left elbow down, and then take both feet. Take your right knee off the floor, your wishbone over to the left. Exhale back. And then go back and forth. Do 2 more cycles. Exhale every time as you come back to center. Okay, so the next time you're finishing with your left elbow pressing, that will be complete cycle. When your legs go to the right, just rest and relax. You can bend your legs and try the windshield wiper, and that notice the windshield wiper. Woo! My wipers are hitting more of the window now. They're going a little bit wider. It feels like something's loosened up there. So you just check in and do any movement and then have a little rest, have a pause, have a moment to integrate. Okay, wonderful. And next we're coming on our back. But before we go to the back, it might be nice to push your hands into the ground, to push up on your knees. And some of you might like a child's pose, but if child's pose is not friendly for your knee, don't necessarily have to go into full child. You could even go on all fours and do a little cat stretching, rounding your back, any movement. So just let this be a moment for yourself to move in any way, whatever feels good here. And you don't have to move. Maybe you do want to like find a pose like child's pose and rest. You could even sway a bit side to side though. Somatically, the body loves the swaying. Take a deep breath, make a sound with your exhale. Humming, sighing, even yawning is good. It's a signal your nervous system switching over and relaxing. Beautiful. And when you feel ready, please find your way on your back. So we have a couple more things to do on our back before we go into our Soma Shavasana. And this is so nice to have this extra time. Because sometimes I'm always like, don't skip out Shavasana because I want to have a nice luxurious Shavasana for you guys. So on your back, the first one we're going to do is this one we're going to do quite often, the arch and the flatten. Okay. So you come down on the floor and you bend your legs. Your feet are on the floor comfortably about hip width apart. If you need a pillow for your head, by the way, there's pillows by your spots here, you guys in person. Those of you at home on Zoom, if you have, you could do a folded blanket. So you want your neck neutral with the spine as much as you can. Okay, so if it is more comfortable, please put the pillow there. All right, so this is called CRP. I have to be careful because sometimes I say CPR. CRP, it's very different. It's constructive rest pose. So for some people to extend your legs, you could try it. Let's extend our legs. This can be a little bit more compressive in the low back. So for some people, this might not be comfortable to just have no props with a straight leg. So the constructive rest pose, go ahead and bend the legs again. This, you can feel it. The low back is not getting as much back bend, which causes a bit of compression in the front of the vertebrae. So I want you to be comfortable. Ah, this might help it. This might help it. Just do it very gentle. Yeah, so if you've had any low back issues, I do. I think we have such a high concentration of fascia in our low back. As we get older, fascia gets tighter, and therefore we feel tighter. So it's so important to do movement practices like this. Even yin yoga can be very beneficial for it as well. So I want you to put your fingers under your low back just to feel the natural curve. There's a little bit of a space there. Now flatten the back and push the low back into your fingers. Okay. And then arch the back so there's more space for your fingers. Okay. Now you don't need to keep your fingers there. I just wanted that for you just to be aware of the low back arch, the low back shape. So just let your arms be at your side comfortably. So what we're doing, we're actually moving the pelvis. We're tilting and tucking the pelvis. Okay. So the arch is where you make the bigger shape. It feels like you're moving your pubic bone towards your feet. And then when you flatten, you're tucking the tailbone, but it feels like you're moving the pubic bone towards your chin. So I want you to move between these two very slowly. Inhale the arch and exhale the flatten. Inhale the arch and exhale the flatten. Okay, as you're doing this, see if you can notice muscles. So when you arch, you're working more muscles at the back body. And when you flatten, you can feel it. Your core gets a little active and you're activating more muscles in the front body. Okay. So again, just like we pendiculate, we're contracting muscles and then we're releasing, contracting different muscles, and then we're releasing. Steve, you can also notice that your chin and pubic bone work together in tandem. So it's almost like there is a line, there's a string attached to them. So when you arch, the chin pulls towards the pubic bone. And when you flatten the back, the chin lifts up as the pubic bone also moves towards the chin. Okay, so it's almost like the distance between the chin and the pubic bone stay the same as they move together. It's very natural. You don't have to try to accentuate it. Okay, excellent. And then just take a rest. Take a pause and a rest. Take a breath, sigh it out, yawn it if needed. Oh, just notice. Good. And then for this one, I wanted to do the tippy toe stretch. So just see how that feels for you, if this is going to work for your back, but working a little bit with the feet. Okay. So when you arch, you're going to lift your heels like you have high heels on. So your toes and the balls of your feet are on the floor. Just have a feeling of that. Inhale and exhale, release it. Okay, and then the opposite is the flatten back. This time you're just going to lift your toes, just the toes, not the balls of the feet, and spread them. Okay, and inhale here and relax. All right, so to bring the breath with both, arch, lift your heels, inhale, flatten the back, lift just the toes, heels are on the floor now, exhale. Lift and spread the toes, okay? So arch, lift heels, flatten, just lift the toes. Arch is the inhale, lift the heels, flatten is the exhale, just lift the toes. And if you're up for it, do a couple more. Good. And then just come to a resting, a relax. If you're okay to stretch out your legs, you can relax with straight legs, but you don't have to. You can keep the constructive restful position with your feet on the floor. And just a moment to notice and feel. Yawn. Okay, and then if your legs are straight, go ahead and bend them again. And we're going to finish with one last thing we can sneak in here, which is this is called the somatic yawn. So you're going to cross your right leg over your left leg, all the way over. And just notice that first in your hips. And then you're going to straighten your left arm. Just straighten it right above your head. Stretch it up over your head as far as you can. Okay. And you're going to take your legs then to the right and turn your head to the left. Legs to the right, head to the left. And just feel, it's called the somatic yawn. Okay. And then come back to the center. Relax your arm wherever your arm could be out to the side, by the way. If it's not comfortable to have your arm like right by your head, just put it out to the side. But inhale and stretch the arm as your legs drop to the right. Let's do this about 3 times. And then just come back to the center. And then again, stretch your left arm, legs to the right. Come back to the center. And one more time. And release the legs, release the arm. Take a pause. Take a breath. Just notice what you feel. Even noticing your back and the relationship of your back to the floor here. Something might have shifted. But we're going to do the opposite. Left over right now. The right arm will stretch. And if it doesn't feel good over the head, take it out more out to the side. That is, you drop your knees to the left. Stretch the right arm. Your head will turn to the right. Wow. And just carefully come back to the center. Relax a bit. And then inhale, do the stretch again. Inhale and stretch. And then come back to center. And then inhale, stretch. Oh, and come back to the center. And I lost count. Was that? I think we did 4. Yawns are good. Let the yawns come. Okay, and we are finished and complete in our movement. But if you want to finish with anything, you can hug your knees. You can do a little swaying, a little rocking. Anything that feels good here. And then take your time when you're ready to gather up any props you want for Shavasana. For those of you at home, my suggestions are something under the knees and something under the head, some pillows from your couch. Yeah. Okay, my friend. So everybody snuggle, settled, softened. We're going to do some breathing and let go. So the somatic breathing. So this is the only yoga class that I do the contract release Shavasana. And this was something I learned way back when, about 30 years ago now, in Shivananda Yoga. They do this in every practice. I do it a little bit different, the sequence. So when you take your next full breath in, I want you to hold it for a moment and feel the pressure in your belly, in your low back, in your chest, and then let it go through the straw. Good, so that pressure releases. Breathe in again. Again, feel it in the torso. As you hold the breath, there's a certain amount of pressure, there's contraction in muscles. Let those muscles go. Feel your low back release, your belly soften, your chest relax. I'm going to do it again. Another full breath in. This time, add on the shoulders and your glutes. Those are your muscles in the buttocks. Squeeze, shoulders hunch a bit. Let it all go. Let's try it again. So torso, breathe in with pressure, and then you're going to hunch and squeeze. Hunch the shoulders, squeeze the glute muscles in the buttock. Let go. Good. Then we're going to add on the limbs now. So as you breathe in again, you might squeeze your hands, bend your arms, scrunch your feet, squeeze your leg muscles, lift your feet maybe, and then let it all go. Try that again. So it's from your neck down, everything can scrunch up a bit. And you might even find or notice that your face starts to, so we're going to add that. The final one is to do, and you don't have to squeeze 100%, like maybe 50% of attention, scrunch your face and let it all go. Now open your mouth and do a fake yawn unless a real one comes. Ah. Good. Let it soften, release. And just take one more final deep breath and let it go. Ah, let your whole body relax. The whole body relax. Feel the body resting, relax. Feel your toes, your feet, relax. Your legs and buttocks, relax. Your back and spine, relax. Shoulders, arms, and hands, relax. Belly and chest, relax. Feel your neck at ease, your jaw released, tongue soft, cheeks off, and eyes softly sink into their socket. Forehead is smooth and scalp relaxed. And just feeling the whole of you relax, letting go. This is what I have to say to you. You know all that you need to know. You already are all that you need to be. It remains only for you to recognize and acknowledge who you are, what you know, and the powerful presence that is awake within you. You think of yourself as fragile, but you are in fact strong. You sometimes feel alone, but you are in truth connected through spirit to all beings. Believe in this connection. Believe in yourself. That is all you need to do, for all is well. As you surrender, into the sweetness of your soma, all of you, surrendering into Shavasana. Take your time when you're ready to slowly awaken, wiggling fingers and toes, stretching deliciously in any way now that feels good, yawning, make any sound. And if you like, when you're ready, you're welcome to roll over to one side, to curl up for just a little final pause and a present pause of appreciation and appreciating yourself for showing up to do somatic movement today in the form of our yoga practice and for being mindful and for helping to release chronic tension. Hmm. And then when you're ready, sitting up carefully, find any comfortable seat to complete our practice. And I like to think of this moment as a savoring moment. So as we bring our spine up now in vertical instead of horizontal, receiving the goodness from practice. So I'm going to invite you to do a humming breath, which is basically the good. So just do a sound with the mouth closed. Breathe in. Beautiful. Bring your hands together in front of your heart as we offer this goodness to the world with our chant. Feel free to sing along or just listen to the sound vibration. Beginning with the Om. Ha. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. I thank you so much for practicing with me, honoring the light within you. Namaste, my friends.